Hey y'all, I'm about to eat my dinner. Carrots, broccoli, rice, and a big ass rib. This is the green is the hot sauce, and the brown is A1 steak sauce. Let me do this. Oops. So I just wanted to tell y'all about something that I know the broccoli don't look like it got no flavor, but it do. Because I cook my veggies in broth. Either chicken broth, beef, or beef broth. Depending on what the meal is. And with this, since I have ribs, I cook it in beef broth. My carrots, and yeah, the veggies came out the can. It was quick, it was whatever. But I make my carrots taste like candy carrots. I put cinnamon, sugar, butter, hot tea. Ooh, that one was spicy. It had some hot sauce on it. So this hot sauce, no one hand me that green hot sauce off the cabinet. I'm about to show y'all. It's good. And I got it from the dollar store. Y'all already know I like eating with my hands. Noel. So I'm gonna tell y'all two things that happened to me. The green hot sauce. As soon as she brings the hot sauce. One.
Is that juice or no? You always drink it.
This is the hot sauce. This ain't the one I normally get. I get a habanero, but it'd be like a reddish orange. And I get a jalapeno one that'd be green. And they are so good.
It's popping in there.
But I got this one because it was $1. And guess what? It tastes good. These carrots are mine. So I got two stories for y'all. One was like sad, broke my heart, not a man. Very, very sad, and left me depressed. And I still be depressed about it. And one,
Click that one.
and this all happened in the same week.
No, the other one.
One
Hurry.
made me
Click.
say, hey, okay.
Click it. It's coming on.
You know, like, brought me out of my funk. Not out of my sadness or my depression, but, you know, it was needed. It was much needed. I've been real depressed, y'all. So, first thing, I don't know, if you follow me on Instagram, Beastie for Beauty, you'll know that my dog had went missing. Princess Bella Donna Ray Lloyd. That's her name. Princess Bella Donna Ray. And of course, last name is Lloyd. So, the reason she got that name is because I have multiple children, and everybody wanted to name her. So I wanted to name her Bella. My daughter wanted to name her Princess. My 4-year-old wanted to name her after his grandmother, so he picked Donna. No, my son wanted to name her Princess. And my daughter wanted to name her after my grandmother that passed away, who was like her best friend when she was younger. Ray. Some of you might say, name a dog after you. Well, I mean, that's who they thought of. So to me, it's like, oh, it's sweet. They wanted to name her after somebody that they wanted to always remember. So, she was born November 25th of 2015. And she was a Maltese mixed with a poodle. Her mom was a poodle. And she had 6 puppies. And out of those 6, only 2 survived. Now, Bella was the smaller of the 2, but she was wild. So my neighbor showed my son, my oldest son, because he used to work for her, showed him the puppies. He came home, he said, Mom, she got some puppies. Ooh. So I went and see this little bitty puff of cotton just jumping around. She was literally like a week old, and you when she biting her too. I said, she's the one. The other one was just laying over there chill. I said, with my house, with my kids, she will not make it. I need this little rough one right here. So, I didn't tell the kids I was going to get her. I told the woman though. I told the kids, like, no, we're not getting no dog. So this was November 25th. December 24th, I got off work. I was working a second job and driving for the airport. Got off work for working a graveyard shift. Got off at 6 in the morning. When I got off, I went next door, got Bella, put her in a big box and set her on the front porch. The kids started opening gifts, and they opened stuff, and it was like, this is doggy stuff. First it was like a little bitty jacket. My son said, no, this for you, this for a baby doll. And they said, what is this bow for? What is this? My older son said, this is dog stuff. Are we getting a dog? So, got her off the front porch. And we took her everywhere. Everywhere with us. People even thought I was crazy because I threw her a birthday party. Rented a place to throw her a birthday party like I did for my kids. At Camp Runnymede in Gardena, California. Had a little waterfall, a little pond, everything. She was literally like one of my kids. She was trained. She would go play fetch. She would do whatever you tell her to do. Sit down, go, just this.
Oh, you're running out of time.
She was little,
Look, I'm doing this.
but she was fierce. Like, she would protect the kids like she was a big dog. But she was friendly as well. She was real friendly.
Yeah, but I'm not telling you.
But if somebody would come by the kids, she would go stand by the kids looking at them like. There was a rat in our backyard one night. And I heard her growling. And it was a growl that I've never heard before. So I go outside and it's a big ass rat. And she's guarding the door so that the rat can't come up the stairs. And, so we moved into an apartment. Fast forward 2020. Year 2020. January. We've been moved into the apartment, but we're fast forwarding to 2020. We always let her out. It's a lot of yard in our apartment, grass and stuff. Let her play in the yard. And I always keep bells on her tags, and you can hear her when she's running. And when I call her, she come run up the steps, come in the house. So I call her, like, Bella, call out the window. I hear her her bells. I could hear her getting closer. Then I just hear the bell stop. I'm like, Bella. Go downstairs. My dog is gone. She's gone. Whoever took her had to have been in a car or lived within 2 houses of me, because she was gone. And her legs are so small, and I stay in the middle of the block. Her legs are so small, she would have never made it down like that. So I'm going crazy. I'm looking all over the neighborhood, driving around. Gotta go to work at that. Called in to work, telling them I'm gonna be late. I drove around for probably about an hour. And
Mom, I got 7 kills.
I drove around for about an hour. While my oldest son was walking through alleys and stuff. My mom came over here and she was driving down the opposite side of me. We yelling. I get out. I start asking people, have you seen a little white dog with a red bandana? Like, can't miss her. And people could tell that she was somebody because she was groomed. I took her to the groomer, get her hair cut, get her a bath, get her whitener to white so her coat could look fresh white. When she was little, she was golden, like a golden color. When she got older, the golden turned to white. But the tips of her paws, the tip of her tail, and the tips of her ears was still golden. I go to work and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use their computer and stuff, and I'm about to make some flyers. Even though her name, phone number, address, everything is on the name tags. I was paying for this chip in her every month, thinking it's a GPS chip. I called them, they're like, it's not GPS. It just lets us know if she's found that you own her, and they won't keep her at the pound. And if you have to drive far to go get her, we'll pay for the travel. So they said they pay for up to like $500. depending on where she is, you know. So, about 3 days later, I'm at work. Mind you, I had typed up the stuff for the flyers and everything. It wasn't even 3 days. It's like 2 days. Because that day, when I went to work, came home that night, yelling up and down the streets for her. The next day, yelling up and down. And I didn't work that day. The next day I worked and I said I'm gonna make some flyers because I don't have a computer and printer. So I'm at work and somebody calls me blocked. I answer, they're like, "Did you lose your dog?" "Yeah, I lost my dog." "Do you have her?" "Yeah, I just wanted to let you know she's all right." "Okay, where are you? You want to meet up? Like, can I meet you to get her?" It's my... He hangs up. Stop giving her back. November 25th, 2019, we celebrated her 4th birthday. Made it through New Year's. He was basically calling, and this is why you have to be careful what you ask for. I said, Lord, please just let my dog be okay. I just want to know that she's not ran over by a car. Please let her be okay. So, I got the message that she was okay, but I wasn't getting her back. So that's that. Some of them. Bring it here. Which, I don't care. Which, I'm happy that she is alive and okay, and I pray that she's okay. Because I feel like no one will ever take care of her how I do. He could call and say, "Well, I was calling to let you know she's okay." It doesn't mean he'll take care of her like I do. First of all, she doesn't like to be left outside. So if you have her in the backyard, she's going to be freezing cold. She likes to sleep with her bed next to the heater. She doesn't eat regular dog food. I especially prepare her meals and cook her food. She will go. She hasn't went for a whole week without eating when I tried to give her dog food. All different kinds of dog food. She wouldn't do it. Started getting skinny. Still wouldn't eat. So, you know, it is what it is. I feel like that was very hateful. Very mean. To take a living being from someone. It's like stealing my child. That's like kidnapping. And sometimes I forget But she's not here anymore. I was at the store the other day, and I said, oh, I'm about to buy these little doggy shoes for Bella. Yes, I am one of those people that used to dress my dog and put bows on her head. I had to catch myself because Bella's not here. Who am I buying shoes for? So, yeah. So, I was depressed. Depressed, y'all. Still am. But at the same time, I was transitioning into a new journey in my life. A new job. And I was terrified. This was all recent. This all happened last month in January. Terrified. Like, what if I don't know how to do it? What if I'm not what they want? The first thing that terrified me was because when I went for my interview, I did not see not one black person. Not that I cannot work with other races, but I'm a bit different. And I obtained my career from a trade school and a lot of experience. Hands-on experience. The gift of gab and life experience. I became a drug counselor from going to a drug counseling school. I do not have a college degree. And I immediately jumped in and started obtaining hands-on experience. So I have about 4 years hands-on experience. Not to mention my life experience. If you guys do not know, I am in recovery. And, yeah. So, when I was 14, I started working as a tutor and a babysitter. I started out with babysitting for one family. And then I got 2 families on the same street that I lived on. And they both had young toddlers and babies. I potty trained their children. I taught their children how to ride their bikes, how to read, how to brush their teeth. Sometimes I would wake up with their children in the morning if their parents were gone for the weekend. I would spend the summers with their children when their parents would go on cruises and vacations, weeks on hand. I ended up with 3 families. I started doing it so much that when I turned 15, my mother started letting me drive so that I can get around to all of the families that I babysat for. And one of the families that I was babysitting for, I got families that had older children, had just about 19 years old. She was having difficulties in school. So while I was babysitting, I would tutor her. So they started paying me extra to come on days that I did not babysit and tutor her. So I ended up becoming a babysitter and a tutor. I did this all through high school. All 4 years of high school. I slowed down once I turned 16 and got a job at Savon's, which you guys know now as CVS, which before it was Savon's was a place called Clark's Drugs, if you live on the West Coast. If you live on the East Coast, you might not know what it is. It is like, what is the name of that place I used to go to? Oh my God, I can't even think of the name of it. When I used to live in Oklahoma, my memory's gone. But it is a drugstore. But back in the days, Clark's, which was a drugstore, it's like Rite Aid and Walgreens. Clark's used to sell clothes, shoes, makeup, any and everything. It was like a miniature version of Walmart with a ice cream stand and a balloon. You can get balloons blown up and ice cream made. Savon's bought Clark's, and thus CVS bought Savon's. At the age of 16, I could not sell liquor, tobacco, or lottery tickets. So they gave me a job scooping ice cream and blowing up balloons, as well as tutoring and babysitting. So the first family that I was tutoring for, the daughter started getting older as I was getting older. I told you guys I started when I was 13. Got to their family when I was 14. She was 10. And she started getting a little out of line and boy crazy. I babysat her until she was about 13. And that was because her parents didn't trust her home alone. She would have fits. She would be upset. I'm too old for this and da-da-da. But I would talk to her. I was young. I could relate. You know what I'm saying? And she had a younger sister. So, about a week after, the man called me and told me that he was not going to give Bella back, but she's okay. And about 2 days before I was going to my new job, doubting myself because I don't have a college degree and I felt like I was not as good as the other people. I always feel like I'm not as good as because of my college degree. And I recently enrolled back into school. And with all my kids on my schedule, yes, it might take me a while. I have to take 1 and 2 courses at a time, but I'll get it. So I'm in the Walmart grocery store, and I see a familiar face, but I cannot recognize the face. But I'm like, I know this one from somewhere. She's like, hey, how have you been? And I'm like, good. And I walk off. I don't say anything, and something just said, go back, because her face looks so familiar that I said, where do I know you from? She said, Jennifer, you used to babysit my daughters. And I said, please remind me of your name. She said, Stephanie. I said, you stayed in Compton? She said, yes. I said, the older daughter and the little baby girl. She said, yeah. She said, and I want to tell you that you changed my life. And I said, how was that? She said, if it wasn't for you, my daughter would not have finished school. She would have been a dropout. She would have been running around crazy. Whatever you said to her, whatever you did with her, she related and she took it and ran with it. If it was not for you, my younger daughter would not have been reading so early and doing everything. So she said, she told me, if it wasn't for you, one girl wouldn't be a registered nurse right now, and the other one is a radiologist or something like that. They're both in the medical field, college graduates. She said, we were just talking about you the other day, and I seriously doubt that they would be where they were without you. I am 38 years old, y'all. I have not seen this woman since I was probably like 16. Let me see. 14, like 16, 17. And all I could do was hug her. And I said, thank you. I really needed this right now. You guys, you never know how you impact someone's life. You never know what you do or say will help them or hinder them. My whole purpose is to help heal. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm not very fond of the job that I have now, but this job is for my children because it has the schedule that works with their schedule. I get to come home to them at night now. I get to spend the weekends with them now. They don't have to stay at the daycare until 11 o'clock at night, getting in the house at midnight, waking up at 5 a.m. They don't have to do that anymore. They can come home, eat dinner with their mom, eat dinner at their own home, take a bath at their own home at a decent time, get in their bed at a decent time, and get up, and I don't have to get any phone calls of my kids falling asleep at school. I don't have to fight downtown LA traffic, passing up my house to get to them. There's so many benefits, even though it is not. I'll put it like this: if I didn't have any children, I wouldn't stay. But once again, every move we make affects someone other than ourselves. So I cannot be selfish and work a job that I love, working all different shifts because it's a 24-hour facility while my kids are suffering. When the whole reason and purpose that God put them in my life is for me to help lead them in the right direction and raise them right and be there for them. Show them love. The woman, Michelle, she really blessed my heart that day with her words. I'm still very much depressed and sad, and I miss my Bella. But I try not to think about it. 2 stories at dinner time. I hope you guys enjoyed them. And leave your comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you would like. Please like the video. Come back for more. And have a good night.